We're here in the game room again, and today I wanted to sort of revisit a series that I started not too long ago and open up 4 packages that I got today. Sort of an episode 2 of collection updates. Let's not mess around, let's get right into it. Alright, this episode's going to have a very similar vibe of the last time. I've got 1 PS2 game and 3 CDs this time instead of 2. And I'm pretty sure this is the PS2 game, so I'm going to go ahead and start with that. I'm going to get out the package opening knife again. As always, I'm going to try to... I think it would be a lot easier if I wasn't trying to not show you guys the shipping label, honestly. I kind of have to open this up like a barbarian. That's okay though, I got it here. Maybe. So this one is an interesting pickup for me, and I like that I'm doing this one along with some CDs because this one is music related. The reason I picked this up is because it had a song in it that I didn't realize was actually from a game. It was a song that I've been listening to on Spotify for like well over a year now. It's been in my drum and bass playlist. And that game is Unreal Tournament. This is a pretty classic first-person shooter. If you're familiar with modern games at all, I'm sure you've heard of the Unreal Engine. That actually kind of comes from this, I think. Also, if you're familiar with modern games, you know Epic Games. They made Fortnite. So the Fortnite guys were making this game on the PC back in the day. Came with the manual. I think I got this for maybe $12, something like that. We got another blue PS2 disc, and this one looks pretty fantastic. Hey, what's up? This looks pretty great. I can't wait to test it out. And yeah, the song from this game that I was talking about earlier, Forgone Destruction, it's a great song, and I had no idea it was from a game. I thought it just held up so well on its own, but I'm super excited to get this. I love this era of first-person shooters. I'm not really a first-person shooter guy, but this classic era is just so great. I love like single-player first-person shooters, so I can't wait to try out that map with the song Forgone Destruction on it, and load in with some CPUs and see how I do. Strong start. I'm very happy with that, the quality of that package. Now let's move on to the second one. Again, I'm going to open these like a maniac. So sorry to anybody who hates that, but it'll be alright. So let's see what CD we got. I caught a peek at it. I know what it is at this point. But this is an interesting one. This is, wow, look at that sticker. This is Risotto by Fluke. I'm not sure what this is. If that's got personal information on it, I'm just going to take it away. Oh, the disc is not connected at all, but that's fine. Ooh, it made a scary sound. But it looks pretty good. I'm not too worried about it. Discs are a lot tougher than people make them out to be. This, I don't really know what you call these prongs. They're kind of, looks like they've been smashed in a little bit. I'm certainly no stranger to kind of bunk CD cases, so I'm not too disappointed by that. It happens. But pretty clean copy otherwise. This CD, this album is like super grungy electronic music, and it's pretty cool. It's very similar to like the vibe of like Prodigy's stuff. Like The Fat of the Land was coming out around this time too, so it kind of makes sense. Let's see if we get a year here. By Fluke and Steve Dubb. Cool last name, if that's his real last name. Probably not. 1997 release. Looks like a pretty good copy. I'm pretty happy to add this to collection. I love my electronic music. Let's keep the train going here. This was at the bottom of the pile, but I felt compelled to open this one next for whatever reason. I don't know which one is which of these CDs, so I'm curious to see what I'm getting here. And we got an absolute classic, Discovery by Daft Punk. I just said I love my electronic music, and I wasn't kidding. I mean, this is... Let's see if I can get it to focus here. There we go. I mean, this is like the quintessential like 90s electronic group here. Absolutely great. Great set of songs here. I love Digital Love is great. Something About Us is great. Voyager is awesome. Veritas Quo is my definitely my favorite Daft Punk song. So this is one I've been meaning to pick up for a while too, and I got it for a good price. So, oh, they put it in backwards for whatever reason. But it looks good. It's a good looking disc. It's got a little bit of dust on it. They probably wouldn't have had that problem if they just put it in correctly. But that's fine. Yeah, great album. And you know what? I meant to do something on the last album too. I meant to talk about some of my favorite songs on this one. Atom Bomb is my favorite song on this one. It's pretty good. Kitten Moon's great. How do you say that word? My brain just exploded. Referendum. Sure. I know that one's good too. Bermuda's good. Setback's good. Yeah, this is just a great album. They both are. And yeah, I know like the popular songs on this one: Harder, Better, Faster, Stronger, One More Time. They're great too, but they're just I just think that there's better tracks on this album, to be honest. But super happy to add that one to the collection too. Last but not least, now that we've got everything else opened, I do remember what this is, and I have been trying to buy albums from this group for like a couple months, and like not like continuously, but I've just had bad luck with albums from this group, condition wise, and I think that we just hit the jackpot here because this thing is sealed. It wasn't I kind of did gamble on this one because it didn't have a picture of it, and getting this sealed is pretty sweet. We've got Sublime, obviously, by Sublime. And I love Sublime. I've really gotten into their music recently. And they're just great. But I've bought this album before and just no luck. It was horrible condition. It didn't even play. And then I also got their other album, 40 Ounces of Freedom. And again, it just didn't play. But let's check this out. This one's got some good tunes. Santeria, everybody knows that one. That one's great. Garden Grove's chill. Jailhouse is tight. Burritos is really good. Doing Time's great. Doing Time's kind of slept on. And like my favorite song on this album actually might be Paddle Out. This song is only a minute 15 seconds long. It's like absolutely ridiculous, but I really like it. And yeah, this one's sealed, so I can kind of assume that it's got good quality, but some people might hate that I'm opening up something that's sealed, but I buy stuff to use. Like I buy video games to play them. I buy CDs, obviously, to listen to them. I really don't like sealed stuff. In fact, even VHS tapes, which I might not watch all that often, even if I get them sealed. I've actually had issues where I've had sealed VHS tapes and very clearly there was water damage underneath of the plastic, and I opened them up and sure enough the actual tape itself was very moldy, and I was like, you know what? I don't want to put that on a shelf for years and years. I want to pass that on. Some people try to repair moldy VHS tapes, and good on them, but I just don't have the time or the resources to be doing that. And yeah, that being said, this stuff was meant to be used. Nothing wrong with breaking the seal if you bought it to listen to it or play it or whatever. And I'm assuming we're going to have a pretty good looking disc. Jackpot. All of these discs have been pretty great. I love this art. Like the little kid. I think his name's Jacob. But yeah, love this album. This is a great score. Some good redemption for me finally getting a good condition Sublime CD. I'm very happy with that. And one trash heap later, we've got a pretty good haul. Again, not a ton of stuff, but I'm pretty happy with the condition of everything. Everything looked pretty great. I think the worst condition thing was just the little prongs in this CD, but the disc looked great. I'm going to go ahead and test these out and report back to you guys here. And I'll let you guys see a little snippet of some gameplay from Unreal Tournament as well. Good news, all of the CDs worked perfectly fine. No complaints here, and as you saw, the game worked great too. So that's going to be it for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really enjoy doing these series, but I don't know if you guys are gonna see one for a little bit here, but I do have an idea for something that I can do with a similar vibe that I'm looking forward to making. But that's gonna be it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching, and take care.